A big hello, vanakkam and namaskara. I'm Nagarjun Dwakanath and you're watching SoSouth, where we bring you all the stories that matter to you from the southern part of India. Politics, cinema, entertainment, crime, any news that is making right now news and headlines, you will hear it first on India Today. And joining me today are my team of colleagues from across southern part of India. Sagai Raj from Bengaluru, Pramod Madhav from Chennai, Abdul Bashir from Hyderabad and Shibi Mole from Trivandrum and in Kerala. Let's listen into what my colleagues have it for you for the next 30 minutes today.
Hi, I'm Sagai Raj. The top stories from Karnataka today are one where Chief Minister Siddaramaiah making a controversial statement on conversion and untouchability, and second on crumbling infrastructure in the city of Bengaluru, including of increasing potholes, heavy traffic jam and bad footpaths.
Vijay responds to Chief Minister MK Stalin's old versus new jibe. Vijay's first political campaign from Trichy, what he said there, and DMK MP's Kanimozhi's sarcastic remark over who went to the moon first. More from the state of Tamil Nadu.
Hi, I'm Abdul Bashir. Hyderabad reels under flash floods following heavy overnight rain. Several roads turn into streams, colonies inundated, and people struggle to move to safety. 3 people missing in the city of Hyderabad, where rescue operations are still underway. Now here, authorities are working on ground. For more visuals and updates, stay tuned to this bulletin.
Amid increasing case of Amoebic Meningoencephalitis, the opposition has now blamed the Kerala government, saying that the government has no idea how the disease is spreading across the state. Opposition leader Vijay Sadishan said that the health department of Kerala is in the ventilator.
And first story coming in from Karnataka. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has raked a massive political storm over his comments on Hinduism and the conversion. Siddaramaiah has claimed that the people were converting due to inequalities in Hinduism for centuries and decades together, and stressed that the untouchability was still prevalent in the Hindu community. Chief Minister also added that the Congress and BJP do not ask people or force people to convert, but people themselves convert, and it's their right, is what the Chief Minister has said. BJP has launched a sharp attack on the Chief Minister, questioning his remarks of inequality, casteism and in the Hindu society, and alleged that the state government was promoting religious conversions. BJP also dared the Chief Minister question inequality in Islam and stressed that if there was equality in Islam, then why were women not allowed inside the mosques, is what the BJP has hit out right now on the Chief Minister of Karnataka.
ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಆಗೋದು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಕೆಲವರು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯ ಪರಿಣಾಮವಾಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ, ಹಿಂದೂ ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಸಮಾನತೆ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ? ಸಮಾನ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಸಮಾನತೆ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಸ್ಪೃಶ್ಯತೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂತು? ನಾವು ಊಟ ಹಾಕಿದ್ವಾ? ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಇರಲಪ್ಪ, ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನ್ ಧರ್ಮದಲ್ಲರೂ ಇರಲಿ, ಕ್ರಿಶ್ಚಿಯನ್ ಧರ್ಮದಲ್ಲರೂ ಇರಲಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿದ್ದರೆ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಯಾರು ಕೂಡ ಅಥವಾ ಬಿ ಜೆ ಪಿಯವರು ಯಾರು ಕೂಡ ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಕನ್ವರ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
I want to ask Siddaramaiah, is there any equality in other religions? I don't want to elaborate because it is going to hurt people. But no religion can bring equality. Religion is made on a hierarchical basis, all the religions. This government, unconstitutionally, first of all, they don't have a right to do census, leave away caste census. They can only do survey. I think Siddaramaiah is desperate to save his image and save his chair, because he wants to give this report in December, and December is a time where D.K. Shivakumar is planning to oust him from that chair. So he wants to use this census to save his chair. So there is a political behind this, and a personal cult, to be saving personal cult is behind this. So it is not a really a sincere, honest attempt to have a socio-economic survey.
See, it is. I'm not sure if the state BJP leaders know the history of Hinduism. In the Hindu religion, there is the Chaturvarna, where people are segregated based on the work they do in society. And it is very aptly clear that certain sections of the society were not entertained in that ambit. And that's why many of them started new religions. Why did Sikhism start? Why did Jainism start? Why did Buddhism start? Why did Lingayatism start in Karnataka? All these religions started because there was inequality in the prevalent religions then. They did not have place. They did not have a life of dignity in that religion. And that's why these religions came out where they preached equality. Even now, the people follow Chaturvarna. Manusmriti, even now RSS, BJP want Manusmriti only, no? In Manusmriti, is there place for backwards? Is there place for Dalits? So these things, I think the BJP needs to study their own philosophies first.
Joining me now is senior Congress legislator from Karnataka, Mr. Rizwan Arshad, who's been defending the government once again. Mr. Rizwan, you have heard the BJP take on the government and the Congress party about how the government is trying to divide religions and now attacking the Hindu culture, saying that Hinduism, in fact, approached caste by dividing people and hence they were converting to other religions, is what the Chief Minister has said, and BJP has hit out at your party and government.
See, the BJP is trying to protect the Varna system. BJP doesn't want anybody to question the hierarchical system where human beings have been made to believe that you are of lower Varna, you belong to this kind of a class and caste, you have to do only this particular work. It is a fact that the majority of the population in the Hindu religion does not get the opportunity that the upper communities, the cream of that religion gets, right? And that is what Mr. Siddaramaiah has said. Why do you have then the Mandal Commission? Why did you have that other commissions which categorize people into backwards and Dalits? Why is today, even today, in the 21st century, we are talking about untouchability? We are talking about exclusion of people on the basis of caste and community, because that's a fact. That is what Siddaramaiah has said. If BJP wants to whitewash all that and say there is nothing, and they are trying to defame the Hindu society, then they are against the Dalits, BJP, against the backward communities who have been discriminated on the basis of caste. So that is what BJP stands for. BJP stands for upper class, upper communities, against Dalits, against backward. That's why they don't want anybody to debate on that, let alone conduct a survey and find out what is the condition of these backward classes, the minorities, the Dalits, who are in the bottom of the society. So they don't want a debate on the I mean, they're kind of threatening that don't debate on this. Let the society be as it is. Let the people who are enjoying on the top of the hierarchy, let them enjoy. Let the bottom people serve this top. So that is what BJP wants us to do. That
But
we are not ready.
the counter question, Mr. Rizwan, from BJP is that, is there no inequality in Islam? Is there no inequality in Christianity? Is what BJP is questioning today.
The basic question today is in the context of the socio-economic survey which we are conducting, the majority of the population, that is 85% of the population, belongs to the Hindu religion. The other communities are minorities. And in this 85%, almost 60% belongs to the backward classes amongst that 85%. Right? So the context of the situation is about determining the backwardness and opportunities to these sections of the society. And that is what Mr. Siddaramaiah said. And also BJP, whenever somebody gets converted, BJP starts trying to abuse them and saying that you're using the quota as well as you're using the your original caste benefits. And here Mr. Siddaramaiah said, whoever is getting converted, please specify the religion to which you have converted yourself to. So where is the contradiction? In every issue, instead of talking on the basic fundamental issues affecting the people, they bring in Hindu and Muslim. They bring in unnecessary polarizing effect, and they say Congress is against Hindus. What narrative is this? Congress is the party which got independence to the people of this nation, who are majority Hindus. Now Congress is a party which is fighting to get equality as the basic principle in the society through all these affirmative actions which we are trying to do. So what I am trying to say today is BJP will get the backlash of the community if they say everything is good, there is no inequality, there is no casteism, there is no hierarchy, all are together, everything is fine. That means you are serving the top few people who control the society, few 2, 3, 4, 5% of the people. Then BJP is serving only these sections of the society and discriminating against the 95% of the society which is in the bottom of the pyramid.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rizwan Arshad, for sharing your thoughts on this issue as well. Thank you so much for joining. And right now, another breaking news coming in from Karnataka. Controversy over Karnataka Chief Minister's selective flood relief. Flood in north and helps only Congress's Himachal Pradesh is what the BJP is accusing. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has allocated 5 crore rupees for the Congress-ruled Himachal Pradesh, where there was floods in the recent times. Karnataka BJP has hit out at the Congress, saying this is a political aid and not on humanitarian purpose. BJP reminds Kharge also that he insulted a Karnataka farmer recently, while they have another take on Himachal Pradesh floods. BJP also says generosity is outside, and when it comes to Karnataka, the Congress government is showing apathy towards the people of Karnataka and towards the farmers of Karnataka. Listening to what Mallikarjun Kharge, AICC president, recently said when the farmers raised his problems in front of him.
Chief Minister, a statement, I cannot give more than 5 lakhs for the victims in the Hassan case. At the same time, he gave 5 crore rupees to Himachal government because there is a Congress government. Otherwise, he would not have given a single rupee also. He will give money to Kerala because their party and Rahul Gandhi contested there. But Siddaramaiah is always making a double standard act.
हिमाचल प्रभाव के लिए हिमाचल सरकार को कर्नाटक ने 5 करोड़ रुपया दिया है। क्या वहाँ पे कांग्रेस सरकार है?
तो व्हाट इज ह्यूमैनिटेरियन क्लास को सभी देते हैं ना। जब मोदी जी अफ्रीका को भेजते हैं ह्यूमैनिटेरियन एड, सो दैट वो मास्टर स्ट्रोक होता है। जब सिद्धरामैया साहब गिव्स इट टू एनी अदर स्टेट, देन इट्स अ प्रॉब्लम।
ನೋಡಪ್ಪ, ನೀ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎಕರೆ ಬಿತ್ತಿದ್ದಿ? 4 ಎಕರೆ. ನಂದು 40 ಎಕರೆ. ನಂದು ಇದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನನಗೆ ನೀ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಅದೇನು 6 ಆಡದವಳು ಮುಂದೆ 3 ಆಡದವಳು ಮುಂದೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಯ್ತು, ಗೊತ್ತದ. ಪಬ್ಲಿಸಿಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಬರಬೇಡ. ನನಗೆ ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತದ. ಹೆಸರು ಹೋಗ್ಯದ, ಉದ್ದು ಹೋಗ್ಯದ, ತೊಗರಿ ಹೋಗ್ಯದ. ನೀ ಏನು ಸಸ್ಟೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು, ನಮಗೆ ಸಸ್ಟೇನ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಇಷ್ಟಿಷ್ಟು ಏರಿಯಾದಾಗ ಬಿತ್ತು. ಓಕೆ, ಮೋದಿ ಶಾಕ್ ಕೇಳಿ ತೊಗರಿ.
Joining me now is Sagai Raj from Bengaluru. Sagai, this is the second such time that the BJP is accusing Congress government of showing apathy towards the own people of Karnataka and helping a neighboring state or another state. What's the Congress defense on this?
If you notice, the Congress went on to say that when Prime Minister Narendra Modi can give funds to Afghanistan, he can give funds to African countries, he can give funds to Nepal when there is any kind of natural calamities, why not to our own neighboring states? And if you notice that the BJP trying to take political mileage when Karnataka government had announced the compensation when there was why not a flood fury, and after that now the Karnataka government have announced compensation to Himachal Pradesh. Now they are raising the question that why the Karnataka government limited the compensation only to 5 lakh rupees for the people who were killed in Hassan accident, and why they are so eager to give the compensation to Himachal, why there is no fund for our own state people but you have funds for the neighboring states. So they are trying to politicize and try to take political mileage out of it. But the government says that there is a procedure, standard procedure, which has been followed whenever these kind of natural calamities happen, and this is not the first time that the states is giving to the neighboring state. It has been done for many years, but BJP is trying to find fault in everything, and they have also stated that when Prime Minister can give for other countries, why not to our own neighboring states? And the government has also categorically mentioned that there is a standard procedure to release the compensation for the victims like who die in the accident, and this is a standard procedure which has been followed, and that's what they followed even in the Hassan accident.
Thank you, Sagai Raj. Requesting you to stay with me for the next story as well. And next story seems to be never ending from Bengaluru. It's about the civic apathy once again in Bengaluru. And the civic apathy in Bengaluru has reached such heights that authorities are now being shamed and slammed by expats and foreign influencers. A Canadian YouTuber recently posted a video of a pavement or footpath rendered completely unusable because of the sorry state of affairs. The clip has jolted BBMP that swung into action recently. Days later, another video surfaced, and this time showing the BBMP Central Commissioner himself sitting on the very pavement sharing a meal with volunteers after a hurried cleanup. This comes close on the heels of school bus falling into a pothole in Bengaluru city. School students too had to rescued, and after an SOS video that went viral highlighting the conditions of the roads and how they were disrupted during the travel to the school as well. Meanwhile, the Karnataka government has announced an allocation of rupees 1,100 crore for road development across the state as well.
Bhai, this was the footpath which was full of urine, which you could not walk on. And what do you see out here? What's going on?
This is incredible. It's amazing to see everybody sitting and eating in the same place where there was trash, there was urine, there was barbed wire. You couldn't even walk on this place.
And who are these people?
These are all volunteers coming out to clean things up, make the city better, and yeah.
But they look like volunteers. But within the volunteers, we have some interesting people.
Also,
so, sir, are you a volunteer or an officer?
I'm a volunteer. So, I have real responsibility.
Yeah.
I always advocate the combination of all. Yeah.
So he's the commissioner of the corporation.
And
under this. Yeah. So
thank you so much.
Thank you so much for acting quickly.
It is my duty to do that one.
And you know what? In India, if a floor is clean enough to eat on, it is clean. That is the ultimate test of cleanliness. And so everyone is sitting here and having idli, vada, sambar with their hands after working out here. Hi guys. Caleb cannot believe that you're sitting on his filthy footpath and eating.
We live around 14 kilometers away from school. And in the mornings with minimal traffic. I promise I didn't fake that. These are actually the roads of Bangalore. Anyways, in the morning it takes around 20 minutes to reach school, but in the evening it takes around 1.5 to 2 hours to reach back home. And we used to reach home at 3:15, now we're reaching at 4:30. And because of that we have to postpone extracurricular activities, and it leaves us with less time to study. And this leads to a huge emotional strain due to the exhaustion and all our energy being drained from being in this bus. And sometimes we even get physically injured because of the bumps. Like, I'm not joking. And sometimes when we're stuck in traffic jams, we can literally run home faster than that. I'm not exaggerating. And this is something we really don't want as a part of our daily routine, to be in the bus for 2 hours. Yeah. So something has to change. Please help us. This cannot be the new normal. Thank you.
Joining me live is Sagai Raj. Sagai, the BBMP issue seems to be never ending, and once again civic apathy about how a foreign vlogger or influencer has shown how bad the footpaths in Bengaluru is.
Absolutely no lessons learned from the past mistakes. And if you notice that the questions raised by the public are why a social media influencer should highlight the problems in Bengaluru and thereafter you address the issues. And if you notice that it is the central great Bengaluru commissioner Rajendra Cholan in this particular video, and people are questioning that why the commissioner have to wake up only after the social media influencer should highlight, and why he didn't even take the help of Greater Bengaluru officials, that is their BBMP staff, to clean. Why you have to get only the volunteers? And they have also raised concern on pothole roads, where you are well aware that whenever there is a post-monsoon, there are potholes on every single road. Why the government have not taken any kind of precautionary measures and try to bring a mechanism to control these kind of potholes? And people have to struggle, and especially those students who have to travel close to 4 hours every single day when they have to go to school and come back home. And this is a plight of the people, and it is high time that the government have to wake up and address these crumbling infrastructure in Silicon Valley.
Thank you, Sagai Raj, for joining us with all the latest updates as well. And up next is my colleague Pramod Madhav from Chennai to take you through all the stories from Tamil Nadu.
Well, thank you, Nagarjuna. We do have quite a lot of interesting stories from the state of Tamil Nadu today. And to begin with, it is about Vijay, EPS and the Chief Minister MK Stalin. In fact, the recent jibes against Chief Minister MK Stalin was initially by Anbumani Ramadas, and then by EPS and Edappadi K. Palaniswamy, and now Vijay. In fact, in his maiden campaign speech at Ariyalur after Trichy, Vijay claimed that of the 505 poll promises that was made by DMK, not even 2/3 have been fulfilled. Now, the Chief Minister has responded to all these allegations. In fact, the Chief Minister has categorically called them as old and new enemies, whereby he claims 364 poll promises have been fulfilled. The rest have been categorized as a few that is waiting for review by the state, a few by the union government, and few pending economic crisis. The Chief Minister also claims not just the promises that were made, but even more than that have been delivered in the state, and he claims that all such remarks are made only for cheap politics and out of pure jealousy. Here's what Vijay and the Chief Minister had to say on this.
தாங்கிக் கொள்ள முடியாத எதிர்க்கட்சிகள் ஆக்கபூர்வமான எந்த விமர்சனத்தையும் வைக்க முடியாமல் வயிற்றெரிச்சல் காரணமாக திமுக தன்னுடைய தேர்தல் வாக்குறுதிகளை எதையும் நிறைவேற்றல என்று பொத்தாம் பொதுவா சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க. நம் அரசு எப்படி இந்தியாவுக்கே முன்னோடி மாநிலமாக செயல்படுதுன்னு ஏராளமான கட்டுரைகளை பத்திரிகைகள் வெளியிடுது, செய்திகள்ல சொல்றாங்க. இன்னும் சொல்லணும்னா ஏராளமான வட இந்திய யூடியூப் சேனல்கள் கூட ஆய்வு செஞ்சு திராவிட மாடலை பத்தி அவங்க மாநில மக்களுக்கு எடுத்து சொல்லிட்டு இருக்காங்க. ஆனா இது எதுவுமே சிலருக்கு தெரியலன்னு சொல்றதை விட தெரிஞ்சும் மறைக்க விரும்புறாங்க. பொய்களை பரப்புறதும் கடங்கம் கற்பிக்கிறதும் காலங்காலமாக அவங்களுடைய அரசியல். கொள்கையற்ற அந்த கூட்டத்துக்கு அதை தாண்டி ஒன்றும் தெரியாது.
We have a breaking from the state of Tamil Nadu. Even though AIADMK netas claim that the party is completely strong and unified, now we can see fissures and cracks within the party. But the bigger point here is that anytime there is an issue within the party, the netas are not able to rectify it within themselves. It means in a party structure, the general secretary or the president is a superior person. So if there is an issue, you are supposed to go and talk to the general secretary or the president and solve it. But what is happening inside AIADMK is that netas are actually going to another party leader, the Home Minister of Tamil Nadu and a BJP neta, Amit Shah. In fact, this trend was initiated by OPS, but later OPS was not able to meet Amit Shah. Then EPS went and met the Home Minister, which is when an alliance with NDA was once again forced. And then it was Sengotian who went and met with the Home Minister, and he claimed that he wanted to talk about strengthening the party and bringing everybody. You mean uniting everybody inside the party. Now, India Today put forward all these questions in front of Sashikala, the expelled party leader, former Supremo of AIADMK, who still signs as the Chief General Secretary of the party in all her letterheads. And this is what Sashikala had to say about this issue.
குறிப்பா அவங்க அமித்ஷாவை போய் பாக்குறாங்க அதிமுக இருக்க பிரச்சனைக்கு.
நான் ஒன்னே சொல்லட்டா, திமுக காரங்க பாக்குறதே இல்லைன்னு நினைச்சிட்டு இருக்கீங்களா நீங்க? அவங்க கட்சி பிரச்சனைக்காக போறது இல்லையா? அவங்களோட இன்டர்னல் போய் பாக்குறாங்க. அது இப்ப சொன்னது நீங்க சொன்னது கரெக்ட். அவங்க கட்சி பிரச்சனைக்காக போறது இல்ல, அவங்களுடைய சொந்த பிரச்சனைக்காக போறாங்க. அது உண்மை.
அதிமுக தலைவர்கள் கட்சி பிரச்சனைக்காக அமித்ஷாவை போய் பாக்குறத நீங்க எப்படி பாக்குறீங்க?
என்னை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் என்னோட வேலை நான் சரியா செஞ்சுட்டு போயிருக்கேன், அதை நான் செஞ்சு காட்டுவேன்.
Actor turned Neta, Tamil Nadu leader Vijay initiates his campaign in the state of Tamil Nadu. In fact, it is all calculated to be on Saturdays. That's why he was called as a weekend politician. However, he initiated his campaign from Trichy, then Ariyalur. He could not go to Bengaluru because even though 22 restrictions were imposed, it doesn't seem nothing was followed over there. We were there on the ground and we could actually see what exactly happened. He was supposed to start the campaign at 10:30 a.m. He could only reach the place by 3:30 p.m. the first point, and the second point by 5 p.m. but he only reached by 9:30 p.m. So this is what exactly happened over there. But it also caused a lot of repercussions in the state of Tamil Nadu, especially among the DMK netas. Here's a detailed report.
Actor turned Neta Vijay, who's now looking at being a Jananayagan, kicked off his election campaign in Trichy and sharpened his political attack, calling SIR and delimitation methods attempts to weaken the states. He went a step further, alleging that one nation, one election is an attempt to give more constituencies to North India.
அதனால் இந்த SIR, one nation, one election, delimitation இதெல்லாம் எதிர்க்கட்சிகளை அழிக்கிறதுக்காக ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியமா நம்ம சவுத் இந்தியாவோட அந்த பவரை குறைக்கிறதுக்காக செய்யப்படுற ஒரு மோசடி வேலைகள்.
Vijay also read out the list of election promises that the DMK had made in 2021 but are unfulfilled so far. The comments have evoked mixed reactions. DMK leaders hit back saying that Vijay is invoking Anna and Periyar to gain relevance.
அண்ணாவையும் பெரியாரையும் சொல்லாமல் தமிழ்நாட்டில் யாரும் அரசியல் செய்ய முடியாது என்பதை சொல்வதற்கு மறுபடியும் அவர்கள் தெரிவித்திருக்கிறார்கள்.
இந்திய நாட்டு
Even superstar Rajinikanth weighed in on the politics, praising Chief Minister M.K. Stalin as the star of Indian politics who has challenged both the ruling party at the center and the opposition.
இந்திய நாட்டு அரசியலில் ஒரு நட்சத்திரமாக இருந்து கொண்டு தமிழ்நாட்டு அரசியலில் இந்திய நாட்டு ஆளும் கட்சியினருக்கும் புதிய பழைய எதிர்க்கட்சியினர்களுக்கும் ஒரு சவாலாக இருந்து கொண்டு
Education Minister Anil Mahesh slammed Vijay for rallying youngsters without addressing key national issues.
பிரச்சாரம் அப்படிங்கும்போது இவ்வளோ இளைஞர்கள் வந்தாங்களா, நான் எல்லாத்தையும் கூப்பிட்டு பேசினார். வெரி ஃபஸ்ட் டைம் எல்லா தமிழ்நாட்டிலேருந்து கோயம்புத்தூர்லேருந்து சொன்னாங்க, கோயம்புத்தூர்லேருந்து வண்டி வந்திருக்கு, கேரளாலேருந்து வண்டி வந்திருக்கு, எல்லாம் ஏன்னா ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஆரம்பிக்கிறனால எல்லாருமே ஒன்று சேர்ந்து அவருக்கு வாழ்த்து தெரிவித்து கூட அவர் ஆரம்பிச்சிருந்துருக்கலாம். ஸோ இவ்வளோ யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ் நான் கேதர் பண்ணிட்டேன். அப்போ இந்த யங்ஸ்டர்ஸ்க்கு நாட்டு நடப்பு, நீங்கள் அரசியல் எதிரிகளை பற்றி பேசுங்க, அதே நேரத்தில் உங்களுடைய கொள்கை எதிரிகள் அப்படின்னு நீங்கள் சொல்கிறீங்களா, அந்த கொள்கை எதிரிகள் பார்த்து நீங்கள் பேசும்போது அப்பா இவ்வளோ பேர் இருக்கிறாங்க, நான் எல்லா குழந்தைங்க பிள்ளைங்க மனசுலாம் இடம் பிடிச்சிட்டேன் அப்படின்னு நம்ம பெருமையாக சொல்லலாம். அந்த பிள்ளைங்களுக்கான படிப்புக்கான பணத்தை அவங்க விடுவிக்காமல் இருக்கிறாங்க.
Other DMK leaders have dismissed the crowds Vijay is drawing, comparing it to the frenzy around Shashikala and her release from prison, and even to actor Vadivelu's campaign rallies in 2011.
கோச்சிக்க மாட்டீங்கல்ல, முன்னாள் நம்முடைய சசிகலா அம்மா பெங்களூரில் விடுதலையானப்ப சென்னைக்கு வர்றப்ப விடிய கூட்டம், என்னது கூட்டம், இந்த மாதிரி கூட்டத்தை பற்றி தயவுசெய்து சொல்லாதீங்க. நான் இதுக்கு தான் சொன்னேன். அதனால எல்லாமே
எல்லாரும் சொல்றது தானங்க, இதெல்லாம் ஜஸ்ட் லைக் தட், அவ்வளோதான். திமுகவுக்கு எத்தனை எதிர்க்கட்சி இருந்தாலும் நாங்கள் தான் வெற்றி பெற போகிறோம். திமுக கூட்டணி வெற்றி பெறும் உறுதியாக. கட்டுப்பாடு இல்லாமல் இருக்கிறாங்க, ஒரு கட்டுப்பாடு இல்லை, அவங்களுக்கு மத்தியில் ஒரு கண்ணியத்தோடு இல்லை. இப்போ ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு தகவல், அதில் ஒரு நெரிசல் வந்துட்டுனா என்ன ஆகும்? எத்தனை உயிர் போகும்? அதனால் நம்முடைய அந்த தலைமை என்பது கட்டுப்பாட்டோடு அந்த கூட்டத்தை நடத்தணும். அதில் கலந்து கொள்கிற தொண்டு இத்தனை பேர் வரணும், இத்தனை பேர் இந்த மாவட்டம் வரணுன்ற ஒரு வரையறையோடு நடத்தணும். அது இன்னும் அவங்க இன்னும் கற்றுக்கல, விரைவில் கற்றுக்கொள்வார்கள்.
விஜய் இதுவரை இந்த தமிழகத்தினுடைய மக்களுக்கு, தமிழ்நாட்டில் உள்ள இளைஞர்களுக்கு, தமிழ்நாட்டில் உள்ள தொழிலாளர்களுக்கு, தமிழ்நாட்டில் உள்ள மீனவர்களுக்கு எவர்களுக்காவது எந்த உதவியாவது ஏறக்குறைய 200 to 300 கோடி ரூபாய் ஒரு படத்திற்கு நிதி வாங்குகின்ற சம்பளம் வாங்குகின்றவர் எந்த செயலாவது செய்திருக்கின்றாரா என்று சொன்னால் இல்லை. செய்யாமல் கேள்வி கேட்பது என்பது எளிது.
With crowds swelling at his rallies, Vijay is positioning himself as a Jananayagan and a strong political leader. But DMK leaders insist that beyond the noise, the TVK still has to prove its political weight.
The ministers from DMK claim that Vijay's team does not have discipline, earning 200 to 300 crores. Vijay is talking like that. But Anbil Mahesh, the education minister, questioned that you claim to have a place in the children's hearts. Why aren't you fighting for the funds for those children? This way, DMK netas have hit back at Vijay. With Daniel, Pramod Madhav for India Today. State of Tamil Nadu DMK Deputy General Secretary and MP Kanimozhi, while speaking in Madurai, she took a dig at DMK MP Anurag Thakur. In fact, this event was in particular talking about the ancient history of Tamil Nadu, the culture of Tamil Nadu, and the science Tamil Nadu actually enriches. Where she went ahead and said that she's thankful in the state of Tamil Nadu. If you ask any child who went to the moon first, they would immediately respond as Neil Armstrong. She said that thank goodness that we do not have leaders over here who would have said otherwise, that it was Hanuman. In fact, she went ahead and said that in the state of Tamil Nadu, there is an ancient story about how an elderly woman is actually making vada in the moon, and if the story had penetrated to the north, they would have simply said that that particular woman is the first person, that elderly woman, to be in moon, and she has not returned to earth. And this way, she took a sarcastic dig at Anurag Thakur. Here's what she had to say.
யாரும் போய் யாரை கேட்டாலும் சொல்லு, நீ யாரை வேணாலும், இங்கே குழந்தைங்க நிறைய பேர் இருக்காங்க. நிலவுக்கு யார் முதல்ல போனதுன்னு கேட்டால் குழந்தை கரெக்டாக பதில் சொல்லும். என்ன பதில் சொல்லுவாங்க? கரெக்ட், ஆம்ஸ்ட்ராங். ஆனால் வடக்கில் இருக்கக்கூடிய சில பேரை கேட்டிங்கன்னா எனக்கு ஒரே ஒரு மகிழ்ச்சி, நல்ல வேளை அவங்களுக்கு நமக்கு நிலாவில் ஒரு பாட்டி இருக்குன்னு ஒரு கதை சொல்லி வளர்ப்போம் குழந்தைங்களுக்கெல்லாம், இல்லையா? அந்த கதையை அவங்களுக்கு யாரும் சொல்லலை. இல்லைன்னா முதல்ல போய் இறங்கினது நிலாவில் இருக்க அந்த பாட்டி, அது திரும்பி வரவே இல்லை, அங்கே இருக்கு பாருன்னு இருப்பாங்க. இப்போ ஹனுமன் தான் முதலிலே நிலாவுக்கு போனவர் என்று கதை சொல்லி கொண்டிருக்கக்கூடியவர்கள் இந்த தமிழ்நாட்டிலே தலைவர்களாக இல்லை. ஏன்னா தொடர்ந்து சிந்திக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு பாரம்பரியத்திலே வந்தவர்கள்.
अंतरिक्ष में यात्रा करने वाले पहला कौन था? मुझे तो लगता है हनुमान जी थे.
And for more stories from Mana, Telangana, let's go to Abdul Badish. Please take over, Abdul Bashir.
Well, chaos in the city of Hyderabad after heavy rains have lasted overnight. Now here the roads have turned into streams, several colonies inundated, and people were just waiting for their rescue or searching for a safety spot. Now here 3 people have went missing from the city of Hyderabad, one from Parsi Gutta area and 2 from Nampally. From Parsi Gutta, there is a person Dinesh who was swept away from a 200-meter area from here, this particular location, where his vehicle after 200 meters was seen in this manhole here, which has been tied up by the authorities. Now still the search for Dinesh alias Sunny is right now going on. The other 2 people from Nampally area, namely Arjun and Rama, went missing yesterday. They were flown in, they were washed away in the heavy rainwater last night. It's been 16 hours. The authorities are still searching for their whereabouts. We have the family member of Dinesh here. Madam, cheppandi exactly ఏం జరిగింది? What has happened here?
నైట్ మా తమ్ముడు అక్కడే ఉంటాడు. ఆ కాల్వ 4 ఇండ్ల అవతల కాల్వ కూలిపోయింది, గోడ కూలిపోయింది. కూలిపోవడం వలన మా తమ్ముడు బండి అక్కడ పడిపోతే బండి తీసుకోపోయి తనే పడిపోయాడు. ఆ 4 ఇండ్ల అవతల పడిన అతను బండి ఇక్కడ వచ్చి స్ట్రక్ అయింది. మనిషి ఇంతవరకు లేడు. నాకు అండర్లో ఎటు వెళ్ళిపోయాడు ఏం తెలియట్లేదు. మా తమ్ముడు కావాలి, బండి దొరికింది, అది కూడా తీయండి. ఇంకా మా తమ్ముడు కూడా రావాలి.
Well, the family members are in a very deep shock and grief, stating that she wants her brother who was washed away last night from this particular location. We have also joined by the BRS leader here, Jai Simha. What do you have to say? This has been a problem previous year also. The same problem had persisted in this particular location. What do you have to say?
Yeah, actually this is a recurring issue which has been happening from many long years. So one straight question I want to put to the government is, this all falls under Municipal Administration Department, and that is being headed by our Honorable Chief Minister Revant Reddy Garu. Revant Reddy Garu is quite busy in handling Jubilee's election, and he has deputed 3 ministers as in charge for Jubilee's constituency. But in he couldn't do anything for this heavy rainfall which has been on high alert for the last 2-3 days. So my sincere demand to the government is, first, stop talking about future city and don't show any dreams to the people of Telangana as you have been doing for past many years. Our sincere request is, please don't spoil the present city of Hyderabad. Please see that the Nala system is being systemized, and see that the Nala has been widened, and see that if there are any genuine encroachment, any illegal encroachments, please try to remove it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, this is a scenario here where rescue operations are still ongoing. The GHMC, the DRF, the police are right now working on searching where exactly Dinesh had been, is right now. And the other 2 people that we see in the other location, the search operations are still ongoing in Nampally area as well. Well, here is the flight that we have seen after the heavy rain that have lasted last night. Hyderabad city was seen in a situation of flash flood. We have more reactions on this story coming in, along with KTR also slamming the government on their reaction to the heavy rains that have lashed last night. Let's listen in. Moderate to heavy rains lash parts of Hyderabad city in the evening hours today. Several areas in the city of Hyderabad and Secunderabad has experienced waterlogging. We are right now in Secunderabad's Varasigoda area, where right behind me is a road which is right now looking like a mini pond here. The shopkeepers and the residents here are facing heavy problem because of this overflowing of a stream nearby, and water has entered their houses. They claim that there have been several complaints given to the authorities, but the authorities are unable to find a permanent solution, and this is the situation in every rainy season, is what the residents and the shopkeepers has to say. We have several low-lying areas similarly are right now inundated in water and waiting for the authorities to come and rescue them and give a sigh of relief. Well, the IMD has predicted moderate to heavy rains in several parts of the city in the coming hours, and it is to be seen what would be the situation in the several other low-lying areas. With camera person Nasir Abdul Bashir, Hyderabad.
ముగ్గురు కొట్టుకపోయిన వర్షాలలో కొట్టుకపోయిన వర్షంలో అంటే నేను ఎందుకు చెప్తున్నా ఇదంతా అంటే పట్టించుకునేటోడు లేడు హైదరాబాద్ నియాలి ఒక మంత్రి లేడు ఒక ఎమ్మెల్యే లేడు అని కనీసం అడిగేటోడు కూడా లేడు హైదరాబాద్లో అటువంటి పరిస్థితి ఈ కాంగ్రెస్ ప్రభుత్వంలో ఉన్నది జిమ్మెదారు గల ప్రభుత్వం అయితే నిజంగా బాధ్యత గల ప్రభుత్వం అయితే ఇట్లాంటి వర్షాలు పడుతున్నప్పుడు సీరియస్గా పెద్ద ఎత్తున ఇబ్బందులు ఉన్నప్పుడు ప్రజలకు ఒక 3 మంత్రులను జూబ్లీహిల్స్ ఎలక్షన్లో పెట్టుడు కాదు 3 మంత్రులను హైదరాబాద్ మొత్తంలో పెట్టి ఎక్కడ సమస్య ఉంటే అక్కడ పోయి పరిష్కారం చేస్తే ఒక గది ప్రభుత్వం అవుతుంది ఆ పని మనం చేసినాం 10 ఏళ్ళు వీళ్ళు చేయలేదు సరే మనం కట్టినట్టు వీళ్ళకు 36 ఫ్లైఓవర్లు కట్టే చేత కాకపోవచ్చు కానీ కనీసం పొక్కలు ఊడ్చే తెలివి కూడా లేదా కనీసం రోడ్ల మీద గుంతలు పడితే ఆ గుంతలు ఊడ్చే తెలివి కూడా లేదా దయచేసి ఆలోచించండి.
Well, that is it from the city of Hyderabad. Our next story is from the state of Kerala, where Shibi Mool will take us through. Over to you, Shibi.
Thank you, Abdul. Well, amid growing concerns and increasing cases of amoebic meningoencephalitis, politics breaks out as opposition blames the Kerala government, saying that it has no idea how to contain the spread of this fatal disease. Opposition leader Vijay Sadishan said that every disease in the world exists in Kerala and the state government is completely clueless about framing an action plan to contain the spread of this disease. He said that the health department of Kerala is in the ventilator. Now remember, amoebic meningoencephalitis was initially reported in the districts in northern Kerala like Malappuram, Kozhikode and Wayanad, but in the recent days we have had the infection being reported in the southern districts, including the state capital Thiruvananthapuram. Few days ago, a 17-year-old boy tested positive for amoebic meningoencephalitis, following which a swimming pool at a tourist village here had to be shut. The health department had collected water samples to conduct detailed probe as to what is happening across the state. The opposition also said that the state government is not able to maintain accurate data regarding the number of infections and regarding the number of deaths reported in the state. Recently, following all these allegations, the health department updated the data, and the data shows that there have been 66 infections of amoebic meningoencephalitis reported in the state so far, including 17 deaths. Now, 5 deaths were reported in the month of August alone. Listening to the reactions.
അമീബിക് മസ്തിഷ്ക ജ്വരത്തിനെതിരെ നമുക്ക് ശക്തമായ പ്രതിരോധം തീർക്കാം. കെട്ടിക്കിടക്കുന്നത് മലിനവുമായ ജലാശയങ്ങൾ, പാറക്കുളങ്ങൾ, പായൽ പിടിച്ച ജലാശയങ്ങൾ, കന്നുകാലികളെ കുളിപ്പിക്കുന്ന കുളങ്ങൾ എന്നിവിടങ്ങളിൽ മുഖം കഴുകുകയോ നീന്തുകയോ കുളിക്കുകയോ ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല എന്നുള്ളത് ഉറപ്പാക്കേണ്ടതാണ്. കിണറുകൾ ശാസ്ത്രീയമായ നിലയിൽ ക്ലോറിനേറ്റ് ചെയ്യണം. വാട്ടർ തീം പാർക്കുകളിലെ പൂളുകൾ ക്ലോറിനേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുകയും അവയുടെ രേഖകൾ കൃത്യമായി സൂക്ഷിക്കുകയും ചെയ്യേണ്ടതാണ്. വീടുകളിലെയും ജലവിതരണ സ്രോതസ്സുകളിലെയും ജലസംഭരണികൾ വൃത്തിയായി സൂക്ഷിക്കേണ്ടതാണ്. മൂക്കിലൂടെയാണ് ബ്രെയിനിലേക്ക് അമീബ എത്തുന്നത്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ഓർക്കുക, മൂക്കിലേക്ക് വെള്ളം കയറുകയോ മൂക്കിലേക്ക് വെള്ളം ഒഴിക്കുകയോ ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല എന്നുള്ളത് ഉറപ്പാക്കേണ്ടതാണ്. ഉറപ്പാക്കാം ജലശുദ്ധി, ഉറപ്പാക്കാം ആരോഗ്യം.
ഞങ്ങൾ ഇതിനു മുമ്പ് നിയമസഭയിൽ കൊണ്ടുവന്നതാണ്. ലോകത്തുള്ള എല്ലാ അസുഖവും കേരളത്തിലുണ്ട്. അതിനെ നിയന്ത്രിക്കാൻ ആരോഗ്യവകുപ്പ് ഒന്നും ചെയ്യുന്നില്ല. ഇപ്പൊ അമീബിക് മസ്തിഷ്ക ജ്വരം എന്താണ് ചെയ്യേണ്ടതെന്ന് സർക്കാർ യാതൊരു പിടിയില്ല. എത്ര പേര് മരിച്ചെന്ന് സർക്കാരിന് അറിയില്ല. എന്താണ് രോഗകാരണങ്ങളെന്ന് അറിയില്ല. ഈ രോഗം എങ്ങനെയാണ് പിടിപെടുന്നതെന്ന് അറിയില്ല. ഇത് ജലജന്യ രോഗമാണോ, ഇത് ചെളി കെട്ടിക്കിടക്കുന്ന സ്ഥലത്ത് ആളുകൾ മുങ്ങിക്കുളിക്കുന്നത് മൂലം ഉണ്ടാകുന്ന അപകടമാണോ, എന്താണ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് ആളുകൾ മരിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുകയാണ്. ഇപ്പൊ തന്നെ 6 പേര് ഈ മാസം മരിച്ചു. ഇപ്പൊ 16 പേര് മരിച്ചു അമീബിക് മസ്തിഷ്ക ജ്വരം കൊണ്ട്. എന്താണ് രോഗകാരണം, എന്താണ് രോഗലക്ഷണം, രോഗം വരാനുള്ള സാധ്യത എന്താണ്? എന്തിനാണ് ആരോഗ്യവകുപ്പ്? വെറുതെ അല്ലല്ലോ ഞങ്ങൾ പറഞ്ഞത് ആരോഗ്യവകുപ്പ് വെന്റിലേറ്ററിലാണ്. ഒന്നും പറയാനില്ല. ജനങ്ങൾക്കിടയിൽ ബോധവൽക്കരണം നടത്തണ്ടേ? ഇത്രയും ആളുകൾ മരിക്കുമ്പോൾ ഉണ്ടാകുന്ന ഇൻസെക്യൂരിറ്റി എന്താണ്, അരക്ഷിതബോധം എന്താണ്? ആളുകളുടെ മനസ്സിൽ പേടിയല്ലേ? കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങൾക്കൊക്കെ വരുവാണ്, പേടിയാണ് ആളുകൾക്ക്. അപ്പൊ അവരോട് ഇതാണ് അസുഖം, ഈ അസുഖം സൂക്ഷിക്കണം, ഇന്ന് മുൻകരുതലുകൾ എടുക്കണം, ശ്രദ്ധിക്കണം എന്ന് ജനങ്ങളോട് പറയണ്ടേ? ഒരു ബോധവൽക്കരണം നടത്താൻ പോലും ഇല്ലാത്ത ഒരു ആരോഗ്യവകുപ്പ് എന്തിനാണ് കേരളത്തിൽ?
Well, the main guideline issued by the health department is that one should not take bath in polluted water because the amoeba enters through your nose into your brain and then causes the infection. So all the Malayalis watching this, please stay cautious and follow the guidelines as the fatality rate of this disease is really, really high. So that's all we have from the Kerala segment. Back to you, Nagarjun.
With that, we come to the end of today's episode of SoSouth, and I would like to thank my colleagues Abdul Bashir, Pramod Madhav and Shibi Mol for bringing us all the stories that matter to you. And we'll meet you again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Until then, keep watching India Today for more updates.